now we get to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! And the impact that Kazuki Takahashi had on, I think, a lot of kids our age. Like, a lot of people our age, when we were kids, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was huge.
There was no one that wasn't into Yu-Gi-Oh!
It was like, you had people that weren't into Pokemon, you had people that weren't into Digimon, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Dude, you had people playing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards on the playground like every day. Like, people with like the dual discs, you know, like on their arms. I was so jealous of those kids. And I had a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards growing up. I didn't know how to play the game. I don't think anyone really did. But
I kind of sort of did, but
I just knew that the more stars you had, like, the probably the more powerful the card.
Yeah.
I knew Change of Heart was a really good card, and it was good enough to get banned from tournaments until like a couple months ago.
And that damn Pot of Greed face.
Yeah, the Pot of Greed. Look up. There's a VR chat video on YouTube where it's just some guy battling another guy, and he keeps using Pot of Greed, but he's like announcing it in like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime voice. He's like, and now I play Pot of Greed to summon three additional cards from my deck. And the other guy over chat is like, hey, you can't do that. He just does that over and over.
You remember it was like this little like fuzzy ball looking guy.
Kibito?
Yeah, something like that.
Kubito.
Had like 5 million of those cards.
Yeah, that was a really good. And
then you had the waifu.
The magician's.
Dark Magician Girl.
Dark Magician Girl. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, Dark Magician Girl. You can do whatever you want to me. I know you're just a monster. You're just. I don't even know if she's like conscious. I don't even know if that's an actual like person in there. Like, there's a brain, you know.
Yeah, who knows, dude?
Who knows?
But,
probably Yuki, if I'm being honest.
Also, I feel like everyone knows that intro too.
Yeah, it's your move. I had
I'm getting hyped just thinking about it.
Yeah,
it makes me want to go out and start getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! Again.
It's a really good theme. I remember getting a CD-ROM back when those came free in cereal boxes, and it was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, but it was free, so it wasn't like a long game. Like, you could do everything in the game in a day, but in the menu, it just played the Yu-Gi-Oh! Theme song over and over again. It was the coolest shit ever. Oh my god, dude. It was so sick. I also had there's a game on PS2, that Duelist of the Roses, which I haven't played or seen gameplay from in forever, but it was like it was like there was like a board game map where all of your cards, like your deck started on one end, and you pulled the card, and then you could put them down on like different game pieces, and then you move them around the board, and then if you encounter an enemy, you go into like battle mode, and if you put two cards on top of each other that could fuse, you get a fusion card. And I didn't know which cards could fuse into another, so I would spend half the battle just like mixing characters up on each other and like, you know, get like knowing what these combinations were. It was, to this day, one of the eeriest games I've ever played, because like there's no voice acting, there are no character models. I'm pretty sure the story mode is like when you're in the playing the actual game, it's just this like cryptic Castlevania-esque like music and like scenery. I don't know. It's like you're just playing in some void in space somewhere. But yeah. And then I was telling David earlier, one of the first things that I ever bought for myself from a book fair was the first volume of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga. And I learned then and there that you read backwards, which was so weird to me. But the cool thing about most manga is if you try to read it like an English book, like an American, you know, Western book, it'll tell you like, hey, you're supposed to start on the other side, like read the other way. So I was like, whoa, that's so cool. And I felt so fucking cool reading this basically like comic book in class. But yeah, man, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the shit. Yu-Gi-Oh!, Digimon, and Pokemon were like the three, like you couldn't escape them in like the early 2000s.
I escaped Digimon though. It was just Pokemon less cool.
All right.
Way less cool.
Less cool?
Digimon was absolutely at the bottom of those three.
Okay. I think I agree with you, but I still
Digimon is the Thor Dark World of
No, come on, dude. Oh.
that kind of shit. If Pokemon is Ragnarok, Yu-Gi-Oh is Love and Thunder, and then Digimon was Dark World.
No, Bakugan is going to be Dark World.
What the hell is Bakugan? I mean, I remember hearing about that, but I don't even know what the hell that is.
That, I think, was a little past our time, but those were the little, like, the balls that, like, you rolled them out, and then they land on a card, and then they, like, expand into, like, monsters. Come on, man. You know Bakugan.
I have no idea what this is.
Beyblade. Okay.
Oh, Beyblade.
Beyblade is the Dark World.
Let it rip.
Beyblade, let it rip. You can insert a fart sound, right? Yeah, just that one. But yeah, what about, like, did you have a favorite card growing up? Like a favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? Or like a design? Because everyone liked Blue Eyes White Dragon. Exodia was just way too hard to get.
Yeah.
And then, like, what, Cypher the Sky Dragon was like the red one, and then there was a blue one.
Yeah, I'd have to look
the Egyptian god cards.
Yeah, because I don't remember a lot of them, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I stopped like 20 years ago. You know, this is a very early in my life kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like the last thing I went to rewatch the Yu-Gi-Oh movie.
Oh yeah.
In theaters with the homies.
Yeah.
And then at the end they showed a preview or something of like the newest Yu-Gi-Oh Vrains. Was like the new series.
Oh.
And it just looks so stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things. I think you have to keep the protagonist the same. Like, I think you gotta have a Goku, or you have to have an Ash, or, like, you know, some character that you can grow with for the rest of time. I do like, since Yu-Gi-Oh is dubbed by 4Kids, Seto Kaiba is voiced by the guy who does Brock's voice in the early Pokemon dub, and I can't unhear it ever. And I forget, Yugi voiced someone. Did you know that Sean Schemmel, the voice of Goku, voiced the bad guy in Lucario and the Mystery of Mew?
Really?
I think that was him.
The bad guy?
Yeah. Yeah, he also voiced Lucario. So I don't know if he voiced Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, but what are you looking up? Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Trying to look up different Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh
my god.
Did you ever watch the anime?
I did watch the show.
Yeah. I was just thinking about Joey Wheeler because he had the Black Eyes Red Dragon, or Red Eyes Black Dragon, which was cool.
Yeah.
Hey yo, Joey. Apparently, Joey Wheeler had this face that he would make, which was like, it's being used as a meme now. But it's like, I don't know how to describe it. But apparently, it comes from like an old Japanese like actor or wrestler or someone in Japanese culture that like does that face, and they were just like emulating that because they were such big fans of the guy. Yeah, man, I really liked the anime. I thought what's her name was really cute, the short hair brunette girl.
Yeah. Or whatever.
And then the other guy whose hair was just a single spike coming out of his head. I don't care. I don't care about him at all. In fact, I don't remember anything about him.
I don't remember who that is. So
I remember there's an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh where they go camping. Because I watched clips of it, I think when I was in middle school, like on YouTube, and I was trying to find the whole episode. Because I think it was an episode where the girl kisses Yugi or something like that. Like, I was super big into like watching like cartoon characters like kiss. I don't know what that says about me as a person or what it says about me when I was a kid. But yeah, man, I was just hoping that like one day like Ash and May would kiss, or like Ash and Misty would kiss, or like Ash and Dawn would kiss. And then I stopped watching the show. And then I found out that Ash and Serena kissed, but like off screen, so it didn't really count as a kiss. Yeah.
Wow.
And now they got all these cartoon characters kissing, which is cool. You know, good for cartoons. I think we're taking really big strides forward.
It's the episode where Bugs Bunny Frenches Mickey Mouse.
Episode of what? Episode of what, David?
The Office. Wasn't that the thing?
Oh,
The watermark.
yeah, it was a duck. It was a beloved cartoon duck, Frenching like a dog or a mouse or something.
I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, it's what it, you know, Takahashi's death is one of those things that, like, I don't know, it kind of shakes up the world a little bit. Not like, we're not even big fans of Yu-Gi-Oh, but it was just one of those things that got announced that I don't know. I'm grateful for this chance to, like, think back on my childhood and reflect on a big part of it. In retrospect, I realized how big a part Yu-Gi-Oh played in my childhood. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's just one of those things that you start to see more and more as you grow up. So I don't know. Cherish the things that you have in your life while you can, and be sure to buy some Yu-Gi-Oh cards this weekend.
Don't. That is a wormhole I don't think you want to go on.
Buy some Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
You know how expensive those bitches are?
Buy a booster pack. Do it.
Do it.